G'day folks, Corey Hind. I hope you're really well. Now, this video is all about getting your Google Business Profile back after suspension, which seems to be happening more and more and more. Now, there's a few things you can do. What I'm noticing at the moment is that this is happening quite a lot, and I'm not entirely sure why it's changed, but I think that, like everything, Google inserts a few extra steps of artificial intelligence to spot things. They run around and pick up lots of things, and then people have to essentially talk to humans to get things reinstated. I have noticed on lots of Facebook groups that people are getting their listings reinstated once they've talked to a person. But probably for this video, the main thing is I'm going to show you some places to go and things to do which will work or should work, unless you've really made a mockery of their own guidelines about how to use this amazing tool. So let me just pop my head over here a little way. Now, the first thing that you should do is most definitely recheck the guidelines that Google has for Google Business Profile. In most cases, it seems that, the listing hasn't really complied with the guidelines, but it hasn't been picked up, but now it has been. So you might not have actually done anything in the last week. However, now it's getting picked up, whereas before it wasn't. Now, this link will be in the video description, support.google.com, business answer, blah, blah, blah. So those guidelines tell you most of what you need to know. A lot of it is to do with a business being misrepresented. So it might be the name might be wrong, the address might be wrong, there might be several businesses at that address. It's often something like that. So have a look through those guidelines and see if anything is of interest to you. The next thing is that once you've gone through that, you might say, I can see what's gone wrong here. You need to contact them. Okay, this is critical because Google runs their world by artificial intelligence. Lots of things are automated, and sometimes they get it wrong. You need to get in touch with a person. So support.google.com, business get help. There's a few ways to get in touch with them there, which will get a person to manually review your listing. It seems that if your listing is actually okay and the artificial intelligence has incorrectly tweaked it or had it suspended, it seems that this will usually get fixed within 1 to 2 weeks. Now, for some small businesses, that is a long time to not be getting phone calls. So get on this straight away. Another good place to check that I've found is similar to this is the Google Business Community. So within that link, and that will be in our description as well, there's loads of questions and answers. So troll through there, see what you can find. There might be something that applies to you, there might not be. Another thing we've done successfully last year, haven't done it in 2022, but I think it would still apply. If you run Google Ads as well, get on the phone to your Google Ads rep if possible and bring this up with them, because they can usually just call somebody in the Google Business Profile area and have it manually reviewed really quickly. We've seen this successfully used within a couple of days. So try that one. The last two places, Facebook groups. Now, this one here that I'll link in seems to be an official one. I can't absolutely guarantee that, but it looks like an official one. Facebook.com/Google Small Biz. It's really good. There's loads of good information in there. It'll help you to maintain and enhance your listing, but also maybe solve this problem of Google suspension. So that's there. There's also some really active, clearly not Google groups, but there's Facebook groups that are very useful for Google Business Profile. You can look up Google Business Profile or Google My Business in the Facebook search bar. Our Facebook group, we're in there quite often, called Digital Marketing for Rookies. And the last place that is actually quite useful, not so common in New Zealand or Australia, but overseas, people use Twitter handles to directly message businesses' support teams, and they get replies really quickly. So twitter.com/Google My Biz is that location. If none of those work for you, then maybe you were breaking the rules. Have a think about that. Like, why was it suspended in the first place? So have a good look around. I'm able to answer questions as well. So if you want to comment on the video and ask a question, but I definitely recommend this step here. Contact them. Once you think you've figured out what's going on, if you think you've been doing things in the spirit of Google and following the guidelines, get in touch with them. That's probably all you need to do. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the video. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.